Hello everyone, it's really good to see you here. So today we are going to look an sorting approach which is selection sort. So what we have to do is we have to sort a given vector or array using this technique selection sort. So what we do, let's suppose we have given this vector 61803 which is obvious, not sorted yet. So what we have to do is we have to sort this. So what selection sort technique do is, let's suppose you have two pointers I and j. So let's suppose j is at this point because we have to compare at the end. So I is at 0th index and j is at 1th index. So what we here do is we like for this particular element we check all the element till n and we have to find the minimum element. So let's suppose 1 is obviously less than 6, but you can see that minimum is 0. So what we do, we just swap 0 and 6. So now 0 come at this position and 6 come at this position, and after that we increment our I count. So now I come at this position, and again we have to check for all the whole vector till I plus 1 to n. So j is I plus 1 to n. So here we can see that since 1 is the smallest among all this, so we just simply increment our I count. Now if we talk about 8, then we can see that 6 is smaller than 8, but 3 is the smallest one. So what we do, we just swap the element at this index j and index I, that is 3 comes here and 8 goes here. So 8 comes here, 3 goes here, and after that we increment our ith count. So now I is at pointing at 6. Now we can see that since no other element which is smaller than 6, so we move our I counter at this position. So again this is the last element, so we don't have to actually do anything, and this is how we got a sorted array. So selection sort basically means that for one particular element you have to find the minimum possible element for the rest of the array. So let's suppose if you are at index 0, then from index 1 till n you have to find the minimum element present inside that vector, and you have to swap that element with the current element or the 0th index element. So this is the overall approach of the problem selection sort. Now let's dive into its coding part. So here you can see that n is representing the size of the vector. So what we do, we just start from index 0. So what we do, if int min is we firstly make int min as I. So what we assume that, let's suppose the minimum element is at ith index. Now what we do, we check for I plus 1 till n that if v of j, that is any element at this index, is less than v of min, then we just make our min index as j. And at the end of this for loop, what we do, we just swap the element at ith index with the element at v minimum. So after doing that, this is the whole process. So this is the thing which we are doing here, and at the end we just got our required sorted vector. So let's check it. So here v is basically the input, and we are calling the selection sort here, and after that we are printing the element of v. So let's try to run this again. So it works, right? If I make it 100, it will going to be work. So yeah, this is the overall approach, and if you want to access the code, then you can check the GitHub link given in the description, and do subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.